Well, boys and girls, today's the day. The car is leaving to the tuning shop. So first thing I gotta do, start up the Jeep. After I do that, we'll get a cold start from this so you can have a comparison. Car takes a little bit more to warm up because of those forged pistons. Sounds good though, eh? Can't wait to hear it and see the difference once we get it tuned. Should be awesome. We just fit, I gotta show you this, but the door even just opens. Either way, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna quickly close these windows and then I'll give you a quick walk around like that. Literally, we made it by the wheel well though. The car is now loaded up. The next step to this is it's going to go over to Willowbrook Performance over in Langley with Bill and the boys, and they're going to go ahead and tune it up. I asked them to shoot some footage if they so wish, so any footage that they shoot will be going in here. I just thought this was crazy. We got one of the guys from the crew right over here. Insane build. Anyways, yeah, definitely if you guys are in the Vancouver area, you guys got to go check out. They've even got an app and they've got Instagram. Go check it out. It's called, just look up Crew on Instagram. Anyways, guys, back to going over to the tuning shop. Guys, me and Mika are back, and guess what? So is the vet. Some good news, some bad news. Let's get into it. So the good news, we actually got some horsepower gained. To tell you the truth, let's go a little bit more in depth into this. I wasn't expecting much horsepower gain. You're probably wondering why. Well, I gapped the rings for less compression, so when we do forced induction, I don't blow them. So I expected us to actually maybe lose a little bit of horsepower, but I was surprisingly and delightfully wrong. Things that contributed, of course, is we did some stuff with the intake pipe. I do have headers on this and a full X pipe from American Racing. Other things are I took quite a bit of weight off the rotational assembly because, of course, we put the new cam in there, and the new cam has the LS3 sprocket, which is a lot lighter than that big, heavy VVT cam sprocket. Trust me, it's a big weight difference. That's some of the cool. I'll go more into the horsepower numbers, but just know that it gained. Now for some of the more not so good stuff. If you remember, I'm pretty new to the LT1 platform, and what I ended up doing was I routed my dry sump tank off of the intake manifold. You can laugh at me now if you already figured this out, but what it ended up doing was creating a little bit of vacuum, and it wasn't good. It was basically pressurizing my crankcase. Now the good news is this is why I had someone else take a look at it, and we went to the dyno, and they literally went to do the first pull. They knew something was wrong right away. They put a breather on the oil fill on the dry sump and instantly caught it. So what'll end up happening is all I'll be doing is changing this up a bit, because I have an oil catch can, as some of you know because you watched my last video. It's from Mighty Mouse. Can't wait to show you guys. We're doing an install video on that, but this is how the new plumbing is going to be going anyway. The reason why I'm mentioning that oil catch can is not just to plug another video, but also because I need you to understand what's going to happen. I'm going to be running this line up and through to a fresh air bung on my intake coupler there. And then this one, which is just behind here, and that one, which used to go one to each valve cover, will now go from here to here, and from there over to the one valve cover. And then my oil catch can will take the place of this line, go from right here into the oil catch can. Then I'll show you, we're actually gonna plumb in a recirculation tube. And then last but not least, we're going to have the intake, which is gonna go to our oil catch can to help create vacuum for that recirculation part of the oil catch can. So it just so happens that I have it half plumbed, and that is still gonna be in use. So if you're interested in that, that'll be in the next video. I don't wanna go too much into it because this video is already gonna be pretty long. I just wanna go into the dyno numbers with you guys next. So from factory, as most of you know, to the wheels, not to the crank, to the wheels. These are usually anywhere from between 380 to 400, depending on the dyno you're using. Well, dyno jet results. I ended up hitting 450 horse and basically 397 torque. You know what? I'm super happy with that, considering like I said, I gapped the rings for forced induction. I was not expecting a huge horsepower gain, if any at all. So I picked up a little bit of horsepower. Next thing, of course, is after I finish this section of the build, which is phase 1, and we twin turbo this, well, then we can go for our rocket numbers. But right now, I'm super, super ecstatic, and I'm loving the car so far. Again, a few little things that I still want to button up. Of course, I still have to put the front clip on, and I have to put the hood on. If I can, I'd really love to be able to get to an event before everything is kind of done for this season, but we'll see if I have enough time, as there is still a few things. I also have one mod from which I have not mentioned yet that is in the mail, and I can't wait to show you that either. Hey Mika, if I bored them enough, is that the end of this video? Do you have anything else you want to add to this? Are we all good? Yeah? Yeah, I love you too. Well, that's it for right now. Stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be on installing the oil catch can, and the one after that will be for the surprise mod, which I haven't mentioned at all.